I did it. Yes, this is the thing that I did not want to talk about last video. I got a studio. And listen, I'm going to explain this in a couple of videos, so don't worry. Just stay tuned. It's going to be a whole journey to me getting a studio. What is up? Y'all missed me? Did you? Did you? Okay, so listen, my face is sleepy. All right, so we're gonna go outside, catch some sun, some vitamin D, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna discuss a couple of things that have been happening and that we need to do. All right, we're gonna get to business. Walk with me, talk with me. Let's go. All right, y'all, we made it. From a little groceries, let's sit down and have a chit chat. Oh boy. Okay, so sun is shining. I got a little bit of vitamin D. I feel awesome. Let's talk. The reason why I took a little bit of a break is, like I already said, social media. Sometimes it can be a lot, and you just need to back it up a little bit. And I also felt that I needed to pay a little bit more attention to what my body was really asking of myself, which was get your ass into the gym. Okay? I always preach the thing of having a great active life, meaning that you are you're active, basically. You're active. And however that might look for you, for me, that looks like getting back to dancing and also getting back into the gym. Now, the gym I've been doing for the last couple of weeks, months actually, and it feels amazing, absolutely amazing. I still cannot believe that there are people that just do not like to work out, but that's me personally. That is just me personally. And another thing was I wanted to get back to dancing. Now that doesn't mean that I'm not a contemporary artist. I still consider myself to be a contemporary artist. And that's the thing that I also want to talk about a little bit later into this video. But the first part is me getting back to dancing. I missed dancing, being in ciphers, jams, just the connection with the people, the community, the environment, basically. I missed that a lot. And for the last couple of years, I really intensively put all of my energy and time into MCJ Studio. Listen, my baby is spoiled. You can say a lot what you want to say about MCJ Studio, but one thing you cannot say is that she's not spoiled. But yeah, I mean, I've been putting a lot of energy into MCJ Studio, and I went as far as saying I'm pushing everything to the side. I'm going to do everything in my power to keep on building the platform, keep on building what I needed to see of MCJ Studio. Now, I already have talked a couple of times about me wanting to have a space that is separate from my home. I just feel that that is the next step, and I also just need to stop effing around. Yeah, I said it. I need to stop effing around. What do I mean by that? There is going to come a time where you will be tired of your own BS. And it is just time to grow. I gave a lot of information on mindset, on how, I wouldn't say to stay positive, but have a certain outlook on life. I love sharing things about, being an artist and basically having a studio in my home and having me being my own gallery, my own online gallery, having a website where people can go to, me selling my own work, being my own representative. And all of the things that I've been asking of the world are things that I've already been giving to myself. Come on. So what does that mean for the break that I took, right? I took a break. So how does that connect with each other? Well, I needed the break for me to really get to the point, well, what is it? How does it look like? How do I want to manifest that? What are the details of me having a space? And what is it that you're going to do in that space that is not going to be any different than what I'm doing here in my small studio, right? Because I don't see the point of me having an extra space, renting an extra space, and just doing the same things that I'm doing right here. But that is where I made a huge mistake. There's where I made a huge mistake, because that is also the excuse that I will give myself by not making that move of investing into me, into MCJ Studio, and having a space that is basically a creative hotspot. A creative hotspot where I create content like this, a creative hotspot where I showcase my paintings, where people can come and actually physically see what it is, etc., etc. There are a lot of things that I have in mind for doing for MCJ Studio, but I'm not going to tell you everything. You ain't got to know everything just yet. Just yet. So there were a lot of things that I noticed I was just giving as an excuse for me not to make the move, and actually not getting to the center of the real issue. And that is, I might be a little bit scared of my own dream. Yes, I might be a little bit, tad bit, a lot scared of my own dream. And that is something that I have not talked about at all. At all. I have not talked about the fact that I'm very scared of my own dream, actually. Now I'm saying it out loud, very scared. Well, it's not that scared, but it is quite intimidating having a vision for yourself that that might be possible. And the funny thing is, well, it's not that funny. I would not only make up excuses for not to make that step. I'm not ready. I'm not being represented yet. Well, I'm not a real professional artist that is being known everywhere yet. I still have things to learn, etc., etc., etc. You name it, I could make up one. Basically having a full list of why it is not perfect. And I think my body was like, okay, we're gonna stop right now, because you're giving all of your attention and time into social media right now, but you're not giving attention and time into the thing that is actually bothering you. And it shows itself by doing all of the things around the actual thing that you need to focus on. Let me just take responsibility for myself, the thing that I need to focus on, okay? I need to focus on. Another beautiful aspect about this journey is, I am kind of comparing my path with others. And I don't feel ashamed of saying that. I mean, I'm just a human being. And as much as I find the unique things about myself beautiful, interesting, sometimes kind of strange, I mean, why do I do the things like I do it? But also, they make me uniquely me. It makes MCJ Studio the way that I am, which makes it also very challenging. And there is where I had to stop myself. The break really, just showed me that my uniqueness is not a burden. And sometimes it felt to me like it was a burden. Ah, exciting, huh? Because why was this now a burden to me? I will be explaining that in next week's video. Okay? Next week's video. You will hear more about this.
and how me actually coming to the conclusion helped to get what it is that I wanted, and that is the studio. I've been talking about the studio for the longest. You already know, I've been talking about it for ages. Somewhere here in the corner, I will tag a couple of videos of where I started doing that, and that is pre pandemic. Come on, pre pandemic, I already started talking about this. And now we here and we finally got it. So, like I already said in the beginning of the video, I want to show this in a couple of videos. This is not something that you just cram all together in one video that is about 20 minutes. I do that because you don't want to make it too long and people will just like, oh my God, when is this going to end? And I don't want to make it too short because there are some, really key points in this that I find worthy enough for you to see, right? The practical stuff, not just the fluff. And like I explained in my previous video, where I mentioned two factors when it comes to self development and why it's so scary, why it is scary AF, that is also shown in the coming videos. And me understanding why I was sabotaging myself actually helped me understand myself more and also led me to the direction of getting those keys. All right. So that is also a great reason for you to stay tuned because it's going to get even deeper. We're going to get more info. You're going to get more insight to it. Listen, this is entertainment and education. Two beautiful things at the same time. So I'm going to leave y'all with some chill and drawing because that is basically what I have to say for now. Okay, this is all I have to say for now. So I'm going to leave you with something that you can just sit back, chill, zone out. For me, illustrating is something that helps me calm my mind. It is something that just brings me back to the place where I feel no obstacles. I just feel like a superhero when I'm drawing because nobody can tell me what to do. Nobody can tell me that it's wrong, and nobody can tell me that it's perfect. I actually don't care about that. I just draw. It eases my mind, it calms my nerve, and I just go and go until I feel I cannot do it anymore. Right? You have seen me do this in a couple of videos, but this is just one sitting. And this is sped up. Okay, this is like 4 times the speed that you're watching it. So I'm just gonna leave you to it. Enjoy it. And before I leave, subscribe, 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 subscribe. I've seen that y'all liked the previous video. I want to thank you so much for watching, taking the time to watch it. Listen, I really want to get to the point of having 1,000 followers. So it's important that y'all subscribe and y'all like and hit that notification bell so that you never miss when I will be posting a new video for you all. Stay tuned. A lot more is to come and to unpack. Love y'all. Bye.